Hello everyone, it's time for another update, and this will be my last update of this year. Well, I'm going to do one at the end of December, but that's technically my update for January, of course. And for Modern, it's going to be a rather short update, I think, because in all honesty, I think because of two reasons. Mainly because I've mainly been focused on Legacy. I don't know if you know, but I qualified myself for the European Legacy Masters, which is a legacy tournament, which is kind of the European Legacy Championship. All the best players in the world are going to be there in Italy, Bologna, and we are going to fight for the champion title. So whoever gets to call themselves the European champion of Legacy. So this month I've been really zooming in on Legacy and preparing for that, as you will see in my Legacy video if you want to watch that. However, I do still follow up Modern, but the thing is, Modern really hasn't changed this month at all. You can see that in the MG Goldfish, which I'm going to pop on the screen in just a second as well, because pretty much nothing's changed. One deck has changed in the metagame, so well, if everything stays the same, I was happy with my list last time, so I'm still happy with my list today. I have made 0 changes currently, because I do feel that I was very happy with my list. Let me go over some things that I want to maybe adjust in the future. I could see myself cutting down 2 nobles and going back to 4 scale-ups. Maybe I'm gonna try 3-3 for a while. I do like scale-up, but having 2 of them in your opening hand is so awkward. So maybe 3 is fine. Usually you can play around a bit with the numbers. Generally, for people who haven't seen my last video, I have the list I made here is just a focus lies on protecting your creatures, because I've found that recently in Modern these days, you lose because they kill your creatures, and if you have 5 pump spells in your hand but 0 creatures, it's useless. So what I've done is I'm going to go all in on turn 1, having 2 mana on turn 2. And then I have every single spell that I have, well, not every single one, but most spells can protect my creatures. Which is why I'm not a big fan of Scale Up, because it's a sorcery, so you can't even protect your creatures when they have like Fork Bolt or something like that. It's not really played a whole lot, but that's how it works. So yeah, let's go to the metagame, shall we? So this is the metagame currently. I'm sure if you've been playing Modern a lot, you recognize all of these decks. So I'm not going to go over every single one. That's if you want to see me do that, then I will have to make a separate video about that. And I want to keep these short and as much information as few minutes as I can. So generally, the only thing that's changed when you compare this metagame to the metagame analysis I did last month is exactly this deck. Now, Domain Zoo is not new, but I'm just going to pop it open and show you what it does. Basically, for people who are on my Patreon, I have a sideboard guide, so let me go over why I've made some changes in that. So basically what this deck does is just it dumps creatures on the board and prevents you from swinging back with a couple of creatures, and they have the removal spells, Leyline Binding. So the only thing this is just removal spells and creatures. That's it. No funny stuff. So they're just gonna beat face. That's what the deck wants to do. Generally, I felt like the matchup isn't that bad, honestly. There's sometimes blockers, but once you can slam down Infect creature, especially Blooded Agent, it becomes really difficult for them to beat. Because if you have 1 or 2 protection spells, that's usually enough. That's at least in my experience what I've been finding. I've been getting questions about if I would still want to remain blue-green for the time being, and the question is honestly, I don't know. You can play both blue-green and black-green. I wanted to go back to blue-green and see how it is currently performing in the meta, and I liked it. I think my list is fine, but if you want to play black-green, I mean, I've been a big proponent of playing black-green for such a long time that it's never bad, If you look at these decks, like red, 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 white, white, red, red. I mean, then I don't have to go over this, right? Red removal and white removal is clearly the best thing to do right now. So it's still going to be good, and who knows, maybe I'll try out black-green in the future. But what I do want to point out is that I have in the near future, if you've watched my legacy videos, I've gone full onto Bant, and I will be doing that for Modern in the future as well. I want to see if Ayani is as good in Modern as it is in Legacy, but I should say that I doubt, which is maybe weird, but I doubt it'll be as good in Modern as it is in Legacy. Reason for that is quite simple. In Modern, you have spells that can get rid of it. Mainly, where do we have the deck? It is mainly this card right here. We have Leyline Binding, which is played a lot in Modern and never in Legacy. So in Legacy, people just can't get rid of Ayani. They can't remove it. And I expect bans to be not as good in Modern as it is in Legacy, but I will try that out soon for a future video. People who are wondering, I haven't really posted that many videos this month, well, because I've been very busy. I should note that I have a full-time job. I am also getting another degree in, I don't know how you call this in English, but in evening school. So that's 3 days a week. And I also became a father this year. So, and on top of that, I've been training for Legacy European Masters when I have spare time. So recording videos just wasn't possible this month. But I'm hoping to catch back with that soon. I will be back, don't worry. When I have time, I do record, but I need to have space. Right, so that was the modern metagame breakdown. Let me know if you have any questions. I will answer them as always. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.